Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from T.W White Sons Mazda. Now, I just want to apologise for the wind noise. It's a very windy day here in Orpington, so I do apologise in advance. Now, here we have a car taken in part exchange. It's a Mazda CX-5, 2-litre petrol manual, SE-L Nav Plus. This is a 2019 car. It's the Nav Plus model, and I often call this the Nav Plus Plus model because it also has the Apple Carplay and Android Auto, which we'll get to when we get in the vehicle. Now, these Plus model cars, I would say that they have an advantage over the non-Plus models, because even in the SE-L spec, and this is the entry-level spec, and there's no basic spec with Mazda, this has blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, lane keep assist, so some really important safety features that I think all would appreciate. So they're very, very well spec'd indeed. Now, 2-litre petrol, probably the most popular engine in our range at the moment. Nothing wrong with the diesels. The diesels are absolutely fine. The 2-litre petrol, very good, and actually quite a frugal engine. I've often got well into the 40s to the gallon, or round town, you know, sort of knocking on the door of 40 miles per gallon. Now, this car also has the radar, cruise control, the active cruise control, and that also, you know, not only is it safe, but that will also save you money on your running costs on the fuel, the running costs of the vehicle. Now, I always like to give a little bit of background on the vehicles. This car was sold new by us to a very nice lady. She's local. I couldn't tell you how long she's been buying cars here, probably for the last 10 years. She changes her car every sort of 2.5 years. Always very happy with the CX-5. I can remember at least 2 CX-5s before this one, and this one's come in. She's gone for another CX-5. Actually, she's gone for a diesel this time, because I think she's going to be doing a little bit more mileage, and I think she also went for an automatic. So we've taken it in part exchange. It's in lovely condition. Please do study the photos. It is all very, very good. Obviously, we'll be putting this through the workshop. Anything that requires doing shall be done. Now, let's start at the rear of the car and let's get inside quickly, because I'm afraid one of these trees is going to fall down. Now, you've got this really handsome sized boot and these very clever little levers here which fold the seats down like so. So you've got a really large loading area. Seats pop up just like this. Now, funnily enough, the lady who owned this vehicle is also in a band, a choir, I think, and she played, I believe it's the cello. So this is the reason she needs such a big car. And also, please take note of the entrance to the vehicle, especially in the back. Now, how ideal would that be to get kids young enough that are in child seats, etc., to get them in and out? It's certainly something I appreciate now from having a young child. Right, let's get in the vehicle. All the wheels are in great condition. You've got front and rear sensors. Let's go in the car. Privacy glass. And it's in this lovely machine grey. Now, you've got electric windows, mirrors all round here. Oh, let's get in. Oh, almost blew the door off there. Electric windows, mirrors here. It's got auto folding wing mirrors, so they'll fold when you lock the car. In fact, I'll show you. So we've got the 2 keys here. So you lock the car. Oh, look, I haven't got it on auto. So to set it in auto, you just put it in the middle there. So imagine that's a seesaw. Have it level. So you lock the car. Rear mirrors fold in. All right. And then fold out. Okay. So nice. I mean, it might save you a wing mirror. 2 keys. Now let me start the car. So foot on the clutch. Press this button. Car fires into life. Now let me get the mileage of the vehicle. Now this car's done 18,814 miles. Okay, let me just see when it was last serviced. Let's have a look. Now, funny enough, the previous owner buys the cars from us, but she doesn't actually service them with us because she's friends with the garage owner of her last car. So we've got here Interim Service. So that would have been the first service. I think it's had its second and it's due its third with us, where we'll do the MOT. Okay, yes, so the car is due its third service and MOT, which we shall do here at T.W White Sons, and then it will also receive a 12-month Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty, which is the follow-on from the manufacturer's warranty. All right, anything that requires doing will be done. It's a full 101-point check, so brakes, tyres, suspension, you name it, will be checked. All right, now let's go through some spec of this vehicle because it's got lots of it. So you've got automatic wipers, you've got automatic lights. I'll switch that on auto there. You've got radar cruise control, so active cruise control. So as I say, if you're comparing these CX5s, do make sure you're looking at a plus model because it will have the radar cruise control. Okay, it will have blind spot monitoring. So in each of the wing mirrors, there and there, if someone wants to undertake you or overtake you, it'll flash up in the wing mirrors, make a noise, bleep bleep, just to say, look, someone's coming from the inside or the outside, just be careful. Very, 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 very useful. You've got lane departure warning, which you can switch off here. Sorry, my camera's not focusing very well. Can you see that? Yeah, there we go, off. So if you were to veer out of a lane, so imagine the car's tracking these white lines, this is a lane here. If you were to veer out of the lane without indicating, the car would warn you. And it would warn you, I'll show you in the safety features here, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, so lane departure alert, yeah, alert type vibration, so you get a vibration in your steering wheel, but you can change that to a beep or a rumble. Okay, a bit like when you're hitting the hard shoulder. You can change the sensitivity there as well, so it's got lane keep assist as well. So if you imagine you're driving on a motorway, you know, you're not firmly gripping the steering wheel, you know, you'll feel some resistance in the wheel and it will actually be keeping you in the lane. But you can change the sensitivity settings there. Now, all these things might sound intrusive, but believe it or not, when you get used to it, it will become second nature. And also, these things are recognised by insurers because it will help keep, you know, it will help reduce any sort of accidents. So it should reflect in your insurance group. It will reflect your insurance group in, hopefully, in your premium. So you've got smart city braking as well. So I'll give you a scenario. You're in stop-start traffic. It's a hot summer's day. The reason I say that is you normally sort of, you know, get a bit tired. You look out the window because you need to amuse yourself, okay? You've been in this traffic for an hour. And as you're looking out the window, your car's rolling to the car, and the car in front has maybe stopped all of a sudden. You know, you're not paying as much attention as you should. The car will apply the brakes, and that will operate under 20 miles an hour. Now, that is something that is recognised by insurers because a lot of accidents happen at such low speeds. Okay, so you've got that. Smart city brake support, smart brake support as well. So you're driving along, you get too close to the car in front, a traffic island or whatnot, the car will apply its brakes, and you can change the sensitivity here. Okay, it will warn you, and you can change the sensitivity here. That's really good, not intrusive at all. So there's your safety features there. All right, so back to this panel. You've got traction control. I-stop is your engine stop-start. So in traffic, take the car out of gear. Not in traffic necessarily, but when the car's stationary, take the car out of gear, foot on the brake, the engine will shut off, and then as you go to start, the car anticipates this, fires up. It's a seamless process. You wouldn't even know it's happening after a while, and off you go. Ultimately, it will save you money, but it is really there, you know, to lower emissions, lower carbon footprint, and be kinder on the environment. So traction control obviously keeps you on the road as safe as possible, and you can turn your parking sensors off there. Only reason I could imagine that is I've got a little alleyway behind my house that goes to my garage, and when the weeds grow, it can set your parking sensors off, and it can be quite irritating. And because my garage is right at the end, it can sometimes drive me mad. You've got climate control, air conditioning here, all great stuff. You've got a 12-volt socket there. You've got 2 USBs in here and another 12-volt socket. The USB with the little smartphone sign, that's the one you plug it into to access the Carplay. All right. You have 2 USBs in the back in the armrest. They're for charging, so great for the kids or anyone really. I mean, I could always do with a USB to charge my phone or any form of device. Great big glove box there. CD player, I say that with some surprise because a lot of cars don't have them. We've started deleting them on our models. And in this apps section here, now this is touchscreen, okay, but I always encourage people to get used to this because the touchscreen only works when the car is stationary. This will work at any speed. Not that I am promoting you distract yourself, but it is a lot safer to use this as you drive along. In your applications, you've got your fuel economy monitor, which demonstrates the I-stop. See, as it says, the status, it's not ready. Once the battery's fully charged, yeah, because the battery's a little bit low, once that's up to spec, these will all mist out like so. And when you take the car out of gear, foot on the brake, the car will switch itself off. Okay. Let's have a look here. So fuel economy monitor. Here we go, next screen, that's what I was after. Now here, it will actually tell you how many trees you saved, yeah? So the car's range has been extended by 94 miles, yeah? That saved 3 trees, small trees I think, from having I-stop. So, you know, I think it's good to be conscious of these things, and it's quite nice that Mazda have sort of, you know, put it in sort of real terms, you know, how many trees you're saving. So you got that there. Vehicle status monitor, so if the car's low on fuel or you've got a flat tire or something, that will come up there. And you've got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So I know they're greyed out, the car has it. If it didn't have it, that wouldn't come up. As soon as you plug it in, you know, your phone in, I've got an Android phone, that will then light up in white, and then you can enjoy your apps, not all the apps on your phone, but the ones that are compatible as driving apps. And then you can use, this has got sat nav built in, which we'll come to, but you can use, for example, Waze, Google Maps, etc. You can also access things like Spotify, amongst many other things. Now, I myself, I'm a bit of a radio man. You've got FM, AM, DAB. I tend to be a DAB person these days. DAB, for those of you that don't know, offer a very wide range of channels, and you get lots of, like, not sister chat, but subsidiary channels, I would say, of the main channels. Like you'll have, let's have a look. So Virgin Chilled, Virgin Radio, Virgin Anthems, Absolute Sea Rock. You'll have radio stations from all around the world, lots of different capital radio stations, so on and so forth. And for you sporting fans out there, you can listen to the sport with clarity on Talk Sport. You can also access music or whatever you're listening to. I often listen to podcasts actually through your Bluetooth or through your USBs. Okay, now back to the main menu. Communication. Once you've paired up your phone, you can access your call lists, phone book, missed call, dial calls, etc. And it will also notify you if you have a text message, if you have an Android phone, and have the option to read it out to you. The sat nav system is very good. In all my videos I mention this. I have driven to the Tatra Mountains, which is like south of Poland, using this system, and it's been absolutely good as gold. When I'm in the UK, I put postcodes in. Otherwise, you can search by country, town, street, etc., and it's worked extremely well. But you have the option to use all the other bits and pieces. And then you've got, look, find places. It's always good if you're in an unfamiliar place and you need to find a fuel station, for example, and you can search around here, and it will give you the direction and the distance and the company. Company is important, I think, to people that have fuel cards. Sometimes there's only specific garages you can use. Now, you can actually set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone that uses a minuscule amount of data, so your car is in effect connected to the internet. And on this page, it will also have the fuel prices. You'll also get live traffic updates, weather reports, and many, many other features by doing this. Okay, so moving on. Nav we've done. Settings, now we've covered a lot of the safety settings. In here you've got display settings, you can sort of turn that off, mess about with the contrast, etc. Safety we've done, I'm not going to go through that again. Sound settings, now I know this is the SE-L spec, SE-L Plus spec, sorry, and you probably think, oh, I want one with the Bose stereo. The Bose stereo is wonderful, but these are wonderful as well. When I was into car stereos about over 20 years ago. You know, you'd upgrade your stereo. This is good enough. I think it's excellent, in fact. So I wouldn't say that was a downside at all. Clock is 24-hour format, but you can change it to 12, and it's GPS synced, so you never have to change that. It will just do it itself. You've got rain sensing wipers. You've got some door lock settings in here. So door lock, auto lock mode, if you don't open it. All right, let me do that, sorry. Auto lock mode. Locking when driving, there you go. So that's something you get on the Plus models that you didn't get on the earlier ones as well, from memory. So when I pull away, the doors will lock, which I think is a good feature. Lighting, so you've got like coming home lights, leaving home lights. Adaptive lighting, so it's got LED lights. They're amazing. As you drive down the road and you turn, the lights will turn with you. So those country lanes, I always say this in all my videos, so the best way I can explain this is I can see more in the dark down these country lanes than I can in the day. I hope that makes sense. And they're adaptive lights, they're amazing. Okay, so loads of spec on this car, loads of safety features. I say it's a one owner car. Nothing wrong with a two owner car or a three owner car, of course, but we sold it new. We get the customers very loyal to us. Always buy their cars from ourselves, and we're always delighted to take them back. It's a great spec, great communication, comfort, fabulous condition. It will be freshly serviced, 12-month Mazda warranty with 12 months roadside assistance, and that's a comprehensive roadside assistance, not one that won't pick you up from home and start you from home, and etc, etc. So, and it covers you in Europe. The car's covered, the passengers are also covered. We have fantastic finance facilities. We have the facility to extend warranties, and part exchange is extremely welcome. It really is. I know you turn the TV on, turn the radio on, and you hear all these adverts about getting your car valued in 10 seconds or whatever, and making it an easy experience, buying a car, etc, and getting the best deal. You will get the best deal with us. Part exchange is extremely welcome. We don't just sell Mazdas and Suzukis, but please do your homework and let us know. We want you to have a seamless and enjoyable experience buying a car here at T.W White Sons, and nothing's too much bother. If you'd like more photographs, videos of the vehicles, you've got any questions, just ask. Nothing's too much bother, and do inquire at any time of day. We do appreciate a lot of people will be looking at cars outside normal working hours. So if you drop us an email, we'll try to come back to you. Or you can even call us and leave a voicemail. We do pick them up. Okay, so I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm really sorry about the weather. I hope you could hear and see what I was showing you with the outside of the vehicle, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye-bye.